It was wonderful for Mani Ratnam sir to unveil the poster of Mera Woh Matlab nahi tha, and that was a good sign that now that he has unveiled my poster, so maybe he will be working with me one of these days. I want to thank him for endorsing the play, and I'm looking forward to perform there. I must say that they have promoted the play wonderfully and aesthetically and with great elan. Theatre needs to, when people like Thandanal get associated with theatre, that's a great sign for theatre, because then the theatre gets promoted. I'm primarily from theatre and from the National School of Drama, so when people like them, an association like them, production houses like them get involved with a play like this, then it means that there are good times coming for theatre. Mera Woh Matlab nahi tha is a very brilliantly written play. Rakesh Bedi has written the play very well, and it has a great production value. We have tried to incorporate elements of cinema into it. The portions which you see on screen are directed by Neeraj Pandey, my favorite director. So my first reaction to play was on its title, because Mera Woh Matlab nahi tha is a very unusual title, and this expression is used more by men than by women, because men always find it that they have to say the same thing twice, first in a different manner, and then they will say, no, that's not what I meant. Mera Woh Matlab nahi tha, this is what I actually meant. And it has Neena Gupta, who is one of the finest actresses from theatre and from cinema. She really delivers a fantastic performance. It had to be somebody she was my 1 year junior in drama school. So when drama school people get together, and Mr. Bedi is from Film Institute of India, FTII. So when professional people get together and the play in its written form is excellent, then you are forced to do it well. There is no other alternate. And Neena is great. My performance gets elevated because Neena is my co-actress. Well, I'm very lucky to have done various different kinds of role in cinema also. So I have loved so far my journey in cinema, but the difference between theatre is again the same thing of live audience, no retake. So the adrenaline rush is high, and also when you think that you are rusting as an actor in cinema, you do a play and all that rust goes away. So it's very difficult to sort of say that what do I prefer, theatre or cinema. I think both have given me great opportunities to show my hard work, but I will say it's like the play is about first love, so theatre is my first love. So I think I don't want to choose, or I don't want to say preference, but I think theatre is magical. Not now, but there was a time in 90s or late 80s, I've done so many films in Chennai, so many productions used to take place. Sansar, with my first film with Rajni sir, that was shot there. Rama Rao ji ke saath, Puran Chandra Rao ji ke saath. Aakhri Rasta, my first encounter with. I love the city. I think it's a city of temples, culture, people. I love the people there. I love the food, and it's wonderful to be going back with the play Mera Woh Matlab nahi tha, back to the city. And culturally, for Hindi plays, there's a great audience there. It's amazing that we've done my earlier plays over there, Kuch Bhi Ho Sakta Hai, and 4 shows I've done, and all of them have been full. So I think I'm looking forward to performing there. This interview is for Mr. Mani Ratnam to watch it. I would love to work with him. There are so many other directors who I would like to work with. Of course, I think now Hindi film has become disciplined now in the last 7-8 years. But working in, I've done a lot of work in Hollywood also, in terms of professionalism, in terms of punctuality and everything. I think South has been like that for a long time. Means 9 o'clock means 9 o'clock. and all big stars, etc. Everybody there is on time, so it will be fun to work there now. I think all rappers start with work, your mutual respect for work, because when he came with a Wednesday to me, that was his first film. And he just left his script with me and he says, आप पढ़ लीजिए उसके बाद बात करते हैं, because I will be able to give you only half the money that you charge. So I said, बड़ा अजीब आदमी है, his first film and he's just leaving the script with me and he's also saying that half. But once I read the script, by the time I was in a flight from Bombay to Delhi, and then I finished reading the film, I was just waiting to land in Delhi and to call him up and tell him that I will do the film. And he has excelled himself all the 4 films that I have done with him. When I reached 60 last year, 60 years of age, I wanted to reinvent. I do reinvent myself as a person, but I wanted to physically change my look and the way I look, which I thought will never happen. But then my other play and my life philosophy is kuch bhi ho sakta hai, and if I don't prove it again and again, then there will be no fun. So when Dhoni came my way and I met Pan Singh Dhoni ji, that's Dhoni's father, MS's father, and he was much more thinner than the character that I was playing. I'm playing his father, MS Dhoni's father. So that became an opportunity, but more than that, I just wanted to look different. I was 28 when I played a 60-year-old man's role. Now I'm 60, I want to do an action film. And that can only happen when you physically make yourself look different. I think whenever you are doing ordinary characters, whenever you are doing the middle class, lower middle class people, and with no extra facets about him, no extra quality except for simplicity, I think that is a very difficult to do. If I like my father was this very simple person and he reminded me of a lot about my father. So that to do it realistically and without getting affected by the theatrics of an actor was very difficult. But I have a fantastic director and a writer, Neeraj Pandey, so you can't go wrong with him. He does not allow you to go wrong. I would like to play myself. I do that in theatre as my autobiographical play, Kuch Bhi Ho Sakta Hai. But there are so many people I would like to do, so many people who may not be very, very well-known faces, but who have done so much great work. I think it will be wonderful. I can't be doing that myself. Somebody has to. Few years back, 2-3 years back, Neeraj was interested in making it. Maybe one day he will be able to do that. At least I can do the older portion still. And not now, right now, not now. Life is easier when you are humble. Life is easier when you are yourself. Life is easier when you are real. Means people who don't like themselves, they pretend. I like myself. I like my journey, whatever I've done of myself. And I relate to people. I'm a people-oriented person. So it's easy, and I don't want to carry the burden of Anupam Kher on my shoulders. Cinema and theatre is part of my life. It's not my life. My life is also being a teacher in this drama and acting school. My life is also working for underprivileged children. My life is also being a good citizen of the country. So it's too much to sort of become somebody else and sort of arrogant. And arrogant about what? Means before me, a lot of actors came and went away, and after me, a lot of actors will come. So for me, journey is much more important than destination. I enjoy every bit of it. Means whether it's talking to you or whether it's giving a shot. So when you enjoy life, when you enjoy every moment of life, when you're living from moment to moment, then you feel light. It's only when you sort of say, अब मैं ऐसा करूँगा, वो अपने आप में गलत है. कि ऐसा कब करोगे? I don't know what will happen after half an hour. So for me, this moment is very important. message of mine is always for the last so many years, there is no alternate to hard work and honesty. It may take a little time, but once you get it, then you continue for a longer time. Also, theatre actors have survived a long time. I've survived for 32 years thanks to my training from the drama school. I've seen my ups and downs, less work, no work, bad work, good work, but I've survived because of my theatre background. So all those people who are wanting to do anything in cinema or in theatre, you have to work hard, you have to show your individuality, and you have to be separate from a crowd. As long as you are part of the crowd, you are mediocre. The difference between ordinary and extraordinary is that little extra. So you have to do more than usual people.